Now, recently I travelled to New Zealand to meet up with a South African-born comedian who is very popular on Australian television. You keeping up? Urzila Carlson.
Have you been paying attention?
There were some very excited newsreaders in New Zealand.
They've done it!
I really hope they do well.
What had New Zealand just done, Urzila?
Mate, we just gave the South Island electricity.
Well, given New Zealand is the land of adventure, I left her to organise something spectacular. Hello,
how are
you? How nice to meet you. When you said, this is a bit confusing, you said you wanted a day on the punt. I thought we were going horse racing.
I considered that, and then I thought, let's get productive. Let's go for a little mini tour on the Avon.
Do you do this often? Have you punted up and down here a lot?
I've never done it. And I thought it would be quite, romantic for us to go do an interview on it.
I'm up for it. You've been very open in your book about how hard life was when you grew up. It wasn't an ideal childhood.
No, very poor, violent dad, like everything you can put together to make it awful, that was in there.
And then that combined with South Africa not being an easy place to live.
Yeah, and during the apartheid years and civil unrest and just always knowing that there's dangers.
Some scary times.
Yeah, that definitely helped with immigration where I go, I have to go. Even up until that point, my mum would go, this is your country, Africa is in your blood. And I go, yeah, but I don't want to die for it. I'd never even been to New Zealand when I came over, and I saw an ad in the paper that said, do you want to immigrate, why not New Zealand? And that's how I chose it. Yeah.
Is having those tough years in your upbringing, has that formed your comedy?
I think so, because it's definitely formed my sense of humour. Like the stuff that I find humour in everything, and I think when you've had a really rough life, there's only two ways to go, the dark side or the funny side. Most people get to choose dark or light, but when you've had it so rough, you go, light's not even an option, I need to go past that.
Do you look at anything and think that's a routine?
I went for a mammogram when I turned 40, and as soon as I walked in, I go, oh, this is going to be a scene. I could tell.
What is it about slamming your bosom in a fridge door that's not enjoyable?
This might feel uncomfortable, really. Uncomfortable is wearing the wrong bra. This is not discomfort, this is painful.
Have you found a difference in the audiences? South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, are we different in what we laugh at?
No. Every country you go to, they go, we're just a resilient people, we always laugh at ourselves, with the exception maybe of Russia. But, every country is like that. We all just want to hang out with our friends and have a laugh.
Did you have any trouble when you first came here with the language?
I did. I was in the country maybe a week and a half, and the neighbours said, oh, come round, we're having a dinner or whatever, bring a plate. And I thought, well, I know as an immigrant, it's hard, like we came over with nothing, so I went to the local shop that sells plates and stuff, and I bought them a whole dinner service. I thought, if they don't have one plate, what are the rest of us going to eat off? So we took no food, just this box. We rocked up and the guy's like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Now, something I wasn't aware, but Marmite is massive in New Zealand.
It is massive. We went through a big phase there after the Christchurch earthquakes where they couldn't produce it for about 8 months, and we went through a phase called Marmageddon. It was worth its weight in gold.
Would you be able to tell the difference, you think, between Marmite and Vegemite?
I believe I would. Just by the look, colour and feel of this, I'm going to say Marmite.
I would have thought Vegemite.
No.
Yuck.
No. This is
Marmite.
Vegemite.
All right. Let's rip this one and see.
Vegemite.
I forgot to cleanse my palate in between. What do we think?
I reckon this one's Marmite, that one's Vegemite.
Oh. I think you're right. I think that's Marmite.
And that's Vegemite.
And that's Vegemite.
Yeah. Were we right? No. Right. Wrong. Oh my God. Is anyone going to take our passports? Let's not talk about this ever again.
We'll both be drummed out of the regiment.
Still ahead tonight, Peter Walsh deals with a stubborn clutter collector.
If they were important, you would have made it a priority to go through these.
And after the break, Chris is on an amazing wildlife adventure.
Whale!
Oh, wow!
Oh, that is unbelievable.